Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great value priced Class C trade-in value from Parkway RV Center. Folks, those of you who subscribe to my channel, you know I did another motor home last night for the same price as this one, $79.95. Well, folks, I had a guy saw the video last night, came in this morning and paid for it. So I've got another one that came in on trade the other day that I can sell for the same amount of money. This one right here. 2000 Coachmen Catalina Sport. Model number is a 210CB, and I don't let that model number fool you, folks. It is 24.5 feet long, which is actually a good thing because it's long enough to have a stationary bed in it. And this one's got the corner bed, corner bath floor plan. Folks, it's got the big block Chevrolet, the 7.4 liter Triton V8, or old school guy like me, 454 cubic inch engine. 290 horsepower, got 73,293 miles, I believe. Got a functioning 4 kW Onan generator, 603 hours on it running right now. Now, folks, like that one I did last night, of course, this one's got some delamination issues. Now, I'm not blowing smoke up your rear end. That's why it's $79.95 and not $13.9, which is what this motorhome would be worth if it didn't have delamination issues. So I don't want any surprises when you get here any more than you do. I'm completely honest with you, folks. You can see, I don't know how well you can see in the video, but it does have a couple of spots of delamination. Not that bad. It's probably been there for years, and it will be there for years and not affect the functionality of the motorhome whatsoever. But I'm just letting you know about it. Delamination, of course, for those of you who are not familiar with RVs, is when these fiberglass units get older. The fiberglass siding, if heat or water gets in between the backing and the fiberglass, it makes the glue lose its cohesion and makes these bubbles pop out on the side. I mean, this is a 19-year-old motorhome, folks. Show me a 19-year-old Class C that doesn't have delamination. I'm just making you aware of it, where other dealers will try to hee-haw their way around that. It's got the big block Chevrolet. This is a Chattanooga area trade-in, bought new at Ships RV, which is, of course, no longer around. Got an awning. It's a 4 kW generator. Got a power step. People were just using this motorhome. 35th anniversary edition, built on a 3500 Chevrolet chassis. Got that 454 Vortec V-8. And I'm going to try to show you everything about it, good and bad, folks, because I know, like the guy that bought that one this morning, most of you are going to travel quite a distance to buy from us. Let's look inside, and I'll show you some things that's been done to it. Carpet's been replaced with hardwood floors, which is actually a good idea. That air feels good, folks. It's about 92 degrees outside. In the cab, 73,297 miles. No check engine lights, no brake lights, no warning lights. It does have the rubber mat, so you don't have to worry about staining up any carpet. The seats look great. Power windows, power locks, tilt, cruise, factory cassette stereo. This windshield looks great, dash looks great, nothing's beat up here. Now, folks, this unit, just like that one I posted last night, has had some previous leak damage. It's not fresh, folks. These leaks are probably from years ago. Everything's solid, nothing's soft. It just has some wrinkles in the panels, which is normal. It's got some in the Cabover and it's got some on the roof, but everything's sealed. I do not believe it's leaking now. Got a great floor plan for a small 24.5-foot motorhome. Got a table booth that makes a bed. Overhead cabinets with an etched glass front. Ice cold roof air. Got a stovetop oven, microwave. Double basin sink. Got a little seat here in the corner. Got some stuff the previous owners left in there. But that's where normally you would put a small 13-inch TV. Of course, with these newer flat screen TVs, you can virtually hang them anywhere. Roof air is cold. And I haven't had the fridge on long enough to get it down to operating temp, but it does work, and I'll show you here in a second. And you can see right here, air is blowing 40s out the vent, actually 30s. Refrigerator, now I haven't had it on long enough, but you ought to be able to tell on the freezer we're into the low 40s in the freezer, so obviously it works. Now this thing, if I had the time to leave this thing running for a few hours, I could show you everything on the fridge just like it's supposed to be, but obviously it works and it's cold. You know, really, this is a nice motorhome for the price, folks. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's not priced to be a perfect used RV. You got a full-size bed in the back corner. Like I said, it does have, and I took pictures of this and put on the ad, this is all solid, folks. It's not soft. You know, if this was a fresh leak, this wood paneling, you'd stick your finger through it. But it doesn't. It's solid. So that there tells me that this obviously is damaged from an old leak, and it's got some there in the corner as well. And I'm just telling you this, folks, because I don't want you coming down here saying, hey, this thing's supposed to be like new. It's not. If it was like new, this thing would be $13,900 or $14,900. It's $79.95. And be honest with you, folks, if you've seen what you can buy out there for that price, this thing's an absolute bargain. Yesterday, and this is why I decided to go put that Sunseeker on and this one right here for this price, I was looking at new pop-ups without air conditioning. Basic little, well, they're Coachmen, but they're Dutchman pop-ups, and they're $79.95 without air, without slide outs, just a basic little pop-up plus fees. Or I can sell you a Class C motorhome fully self-contained with a generator and air that you don't have to tow around, that you can drive around for the same price. So which one's a better deal, a rolling tent for $79.95 or a motorhome like this right here? You can see, got a little bit of wrinkling in here, but nothing bad. Shower looks great. Got a newer China RV toilet that looks great. And unlike that one I shot last night, this has actually got a full-size bathroom. Well, full-size for a 24-foot motorhome. Shower looks good. Like I said, folks, it is what it is. I'm not making excuses for it, but for those of you on a budget, those of you wanting to buy a motorhome that you can use for a couple of years to see if you like the RVing lifestyle and turn around and resell and get what you paid for out of it, this is a great choice. Here's the thing, folks. Unlike most other RVs, the depreciation's gone out of this motorhome. In other words, folks, if you take care of it, you keep everything functioning on it, it will be worth what you paid for it for the next couple of years. And that's a huge sigh of relief for most people, because nobody wants to buy something that they've never owned before to see if they like it. And if they decide they don't like it, they lose 25–30% of what they paid for it just for seeing if they like it or not. You don't have to worry about that with this one, folks. If you decide in a couple of years you want to sell it, post it back on the internet, $79.95, and it'll bring that just as quickly as it will today. And like I said, you need to come look at this motorhome, come test drive it. It's not going to last long. That other one lasted hours. This one should do the same. And I actually, between the two, I actually like this one a little better because it's got a real bed in it. That other one didn't have one. 73,000 miles, got the big block V8, the 454, so you tow 5,000 pounds. You're not going to be lacking for power if you go up mountains or getting on the interstate, even if you're towing a runabout behind you. Folks, this unit is $79.95. Now we're doing this one a little different. I'm trying to keep the cost down where I can sell this thing for $79.95, folks. So at $79.95, we're going to show you the major systems work, which includes the roof air, the refrigerator, and the generator. And of course the running and driving. If you want the whole complete checkout, of course the price goes up. If you want a price on this RV with a complete checkout, let the salesperson know, he'll give you a price, but it's $79.95. Let me go ahead and repeat that. I'm not getting rich off this motorhome, folks, by no shape, form, or fashion. $79.95. I'll make sure the generator works like it's supposed to. I'll make sure the roof air works like it's supposed to, and I'll make sure the refrigerator works like it's supposed to. And so, in other words, folks, the three main things that if it doesn't work that will cost you money to repair will be checked and guaranteed by us for when you pick it up for the $79.95. If you want it completely checked out with our standard RV components checkout or a major systems checkout, contact the salesperson. They'll send you over a list of everything that we check and repair if needed for that price. And you can make your decision if you want to pay the extra money for the complete check, or if you just want to see the generator, the roof air, and the fridge works, and then take the rest of it as is. This was just being used, folks. I mean, this hasn't been sitting in somebody's yard for 2 or 3 years. This is something that was just used last month, and everything, every light comes on, generator fires up. I mean, it's I'm gonna let you be the judge of that. Don't go by my video, don't go by my description. Come look at this motorhome. Let us know you're coming. We'll run the generator or plug it into power, turn the air on and the fridge on, since those things take a little while to cool off, and we'll make sure and let you do your own inspection on it. I mean, I can't be any more fair than that. And then you can decide if you want it for $79.95 or you want it to pay a little extra and leave it here and get it checked out. Then you can decide. Don't go by my video or my opinion, folks. I've got 20 years of experience in this industry, and the one thing I've learned after being in this industry that long is everybody's got different opinions. Everybody's got different opinions on what a 19-year-old motorhome condition should be in. Some people would call this, if they own this, were advertising it, would probably call it excellent condition. Some people would call it poor condition. Everybody's got different opinions for what they think a 19-year-old motorhome should be in. So that's what I'm saying, folks. As with any used vehicle you buy, you need to come look at it, lay eyes on it, test drive it, put your hands on it, go through it, and then decide if it's a good deal for you or not. Because, and I've said this for years, folks, and a great mentor of mine taught me this saying: there's no such thing as a good deal on the wrong RV. So, you know, I've got RVs for anybody, virtually anybody's budget. I can sell you a motor home with a slide out for $2,000, or I can sell you one with slide out for $100,000, and everything in between in every condition. I've got 140 used RVs out here, folks. You know, and of course, this motor home, you can use it just like it sits right now. I mean, if you wanted to go through the time and trouble to replace the ceiling panels and stuff in it, you could probably make a little money on it if you wanted to resell it, if you did it right. Fortunately, at the price I'm selling it for, folks, I'm not going to cover any kind of cosmetic repairs. That's part of buying a 19-year-old used RV. I mean, back then, these things were $55,000, $60,000 new back in 2000 prices. Quite a bit more in today's prices. They're about 80 grand now. So you're not paying 50 grand, you're not paying 80 grand, you're paying $79.95. So keep that in mind, folks. For the price of a mediocre used car, you can buy a fully contained Class C motorhome for less than the price of a decent used travel trailer. You can buy a fully self-contained, low mileage Class C motorhome for the same price of a bare bones tent on wheels pop-up that won't last 4 or 5 years after you buy it. You can buy a fully self-contained Class C motorhome. So it's no matter how you look at it, folks, if this is your price range, this is your budget, this is a great deal. Come out today and look at it. Call ahead, make sure it's still here, because this thing will likely to sell just as fast as the other one did. And in fact, it may even sell sooner, because I've got other people that were wanting to come up, look at the other one, will probably come up and look at this one. $79.95. That is a haggle-free, firm, non-negotiable price. You know, we're not discounting it at all, folks. I mean, you're basically buying a RV that's probably worth a few $1,000s more than you're paying for it. Financing's available with approved credit and minimum 10% down payment. And because this is an older motorhome, folks, You may have to pay a little bit more than 10%, just depends on your credit to get it. Nationwide deliveries available. If you want a quote on delivery, give us a call, 706-965-7929. As always, folks, call ahead before driving any distance. Make sure this unit's still available. If you let us know with enough time, we'll run out here and plug it up or run the generator and get it cooled off for you so you can spend some time in it. Trust me, folks, for those of you who aren't from this area, Northwest Georgia in early summertime is not any place you want to spend any significant time in outside without air conditioning or access to a cool place to go, and these RVs are no exception. Let us know so we can get it cooled off for you, and plus that way we can also tell you if it's still available or not. If you have any questions about this motorhome, the price, how we do business, give our non-commissioned sales department a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Our 706 number is answered 24/7. If it's after hours, we have an answering service that picks it up and will give you basic information. Go to our website, parkway-rv-center.com, for more details, descriptions. I'll have a factory brochure on there, and as much information as I can give you about this particular motorhome will be on our website, as well as pictures, parkway-rv-center.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos, or try to, every single day that I can. I also have go to my website, again, parkway-rv-center.com. Save it to your favorites. You never know what you're going to see on there one day to the next. I try to post stuff on there every day as well. Thank you for watching my video, folks. I really appreciate it. I've got over 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. That's pretty humbling. When I started doing this a few years ago, I never dreamed that it would do, A, that it would increase our business this much doing these videos, and B, so many people watch them. I really appreciate it. I try to be honest as I can in the videos. I don't know if that makes me a little different than other guys that do these videos. I don't know. You know, I always tell people these aren't new. These are used RVs. They were new. This particular one was new 18, 19 years ago. It doesn't matter how much you spend on it, it will never be new again. But then again, that's why you're paying less than $8,000 for a motorhome that if you went and bought a brand new one today would cost you over $80,000. That's a bunch of money to save, folks. And the bad thing is, you bought that motorhome for 80 grand. In 2 years, it'll be worth half that. So keep that in mind. These things, the depreciation is unreal. But this one's already depreciated. It's going to stay right where it's at for the next couple of years as far as value. So great first-time RV, just to see if you like it. If you do, keep it a year or two and sell it and buy you something else. I mean, and you're not going to lose money. Thank you again, folks. If you have any questions or if you want to come out and look at this motorhome, please call us, make an appointment, 706-965-7929. Visit our website. I do have a live operator answered chat system on our website, answered 24/7. Just like my answering service, folks, they'll answer basic questions. If they don't know the answer to your questions, they will get your information, and one of my non-commissioned salespeople will call you back the next business day if it's after hours. If it's during business hours, you'll more than likely get a response that same day, unless it's just right at closing. Open Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays, folks. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 9 to 5 Eastern Time Saturday. We close promptly at closing time every single night, so make sure you get here at least a minimum of 2 hours before closing time every night. Thank you again for watching. If you have any questions, email us at sales@parkway-rv-center. Call us 706-965-7929. Look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.